Welcome back to Broken Sword. Shadow of the Templars. Oh god, I haven't played this game in about a month now. Not good. You should never leave a gap when you're playing point-and-click games. Otherwise, you're better off starting from scratch, but we'll see. Fortunately, this game is a little bit on the easy side so far, I feel, compared to certain other games in the genre, so I think I can manage to recover. Alright. Oh, we're in this place with the loud piano. So what happened last time? Do we have an in-game journal? That would be nice. No, we don't. Yeah, so there was a murder at the cafe. An explosion, in fact. Not just a murder, an explosion. And there was a meeting between two people. A clown and some sort of businessman. And God, I don't actually remember much. Hang on, I need to get out of this room. The piano is too loud. Okay. Alright, so...
Just a minute,
oh
monsieur.
god.
What? Nope. What do you... Just
Let's do this again.
You... Hey, knock it off. Get off, you big ape.
Alright. Can we...
Nothing, Guido.
What?
You want...
No.
Finally. Okay. Alright, so, recap. Okay, so there was an explosion in a cafe. A guy got killed. The waitress mentioned seeing that there was a clown that ran off. We actually followed the path of the clown down into the sewers. There's always a sewer level. We found some parts of his costume, which helped us trace the shop that the costume was purchased from. The person at the costume shop told us the name of the guy. And we basically traced him to this hotel. We found his hotel room. We hid in his hotel room, and he came in and placed documents in his room. And what are we doing now? We're trying to get those documents and get out of the hotel. These gangsters here are guarding the hotel, so if we try and leave, they actually kill us. So I've had one death so far. If we try and leave with the documents... Right, oh god, music. Alright, so let's do this again. So we go up. Stairs. Do we have the key? What did I think we talked to the lady. And she helps us. By performing a distraction.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you
Oh yeah,
now?
I quite like this lady's voice acting. Alright, so...
I got the key. Thanks for your help, man. That gangster I told you about? He went through my pockets just now.
Good heavens! One never knows what to expect in foreign parts. Thank you for the warning, young. I shall hide my credit cards in my underwear.
Good idea. Then what?
Did I show you this photograph?
Yes.
I don't remember what you do
I
next.
found this pass in Merlin's room.
So, that deceitful little man is
yes.
passing himself off as an electrician, is he?
Uh-huh. This guy...
No, not that. What was it? This?
I found this matchbook in Merlin's bedroom.
It came from the Club Alamut.
Yeah, I found the
It
matchbook.
might be useful to find out if that club is in Paris, George.
Do you want this key?
No,
I don't remember what you say to her to...
Did I show you this?
Yes.
Not this.
Can you think of it?
Ooh,
I just...
Okay.
I have to go.
I think we have to talk to this guy. I think he has something in the safe. We're trying to get the thing from the safe, aren't we?
What now?
I've just been
Yes? I do not...
No, not a real gorilla. It was a guy. It happened right up.
Let me... Are you
I want to know what the scrawny one had.
I suggest...
Can't you do?
What goes on in this...
Does this match book?
No, miss.
Do you recognize?
That is the...
Correct.
May I ask...
Would you believe?
No, monsieur. If we had a go...
I suppose you.
Notice, since you are so determined to...
Is this Merlin room? This photo was taken by one of Europe's most promising photo.
Vraiment? What does he use?
What did I do last time? I need to convince the lady to talk to the clerk, don't I? How did I do that?
Does this match?
No, miss.
Does this pass?
That is
That's right. I want to see.
Ah,
what's
yes.
in your
I'm
safe.
getting somewhere.
impossible.
You're making a.
Maybe.
Okay. So that's opened up
Thanks for your help.
the knowledge that he has something in his safe. For now, talk to her?
Hi, ma'am.
hello.
Would you like to keep Merlin?
No, Doc.
I showed the pass to the clerk, but he wouldn't buy it. He's too scared.
Yes.
I'll give him something to be scared of. Follow me, George.
Oh, me, George. Alright, I need a beer.
Did you place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe?
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification?
Indeed he did. But
What's the problem?
he isn't Merlin.
A mere academic detail. Give him the package.
But that is against the law.
I happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I am the law.
What
If
exactly
he
is her
tries
role?
anything, shoot him, George.
My pleasure, Lady Piermont.
One moment, please.
You know, I haven't enjoyed myself this much since Greenham Common.
I don't know what I would have done without you, Lady Piermont.
Voilà, monsieur. Le manuscrit
Lady Piermont's
de
the legend.
Monsieur Merlin.
Alright. That gets us this thing. Okay.
Thanks.
How satisfying. An Anglo-American alliance that actually worked.
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of parchment. I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment.
Okay, now we are in a situation where we need to get out without going through the front door. So, in the original version, which is what I'm playing, if you try and go out through the front door, the gangsters pat you down, they find the parchment, and then they kill you? Bit extreme. But they tie you up and throw you in the water, in the river. In the director's cut edition, they actually cut that out because it was violent or something. So it just doesn't let you walk out the hotel. Fortunately, I'm playing the original version, so
The door was locked.
well, I have the key, don't I? Can I jump out the window? Oh, maybe we can drop the parchment down into the alleyway.
I knew this was no way to treat a mystery, but I couldn't let it fall into the hands of the goons waiting outside.
Like, how does he know that the goons want that? The only reason I know is because back in a different timeline I got killed by them. But how would he know that they want the parchment? They're just standing there. In fact, that's what makes the director's cut even worse, because it won't let you walk out the front door. But how would he know that that's what they're looking for? He's like, oh, they'll find the parchment. Like, that doesn't... I think that's a bit of a plot hole. Right, so I guess we should be able to walk out now?
Hold it right, Sarchime.
Hello, Songor.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay, let him go.
Okay, and now the parchment should be in the alleyway. And that's it. But we're gonna have to walk past them again, but it should be okay.
If the manuscript was what Clapp and Guido were after, they were going to be disappointed. I couldn't wait to get back to them.
Back in Nico's apartment. Okay, we made it safely. Hello, George.
You're just not going to believe what I've found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
I wish.
It's a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the Ubu.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantark?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
Look there, two guys on the same horse.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they couldn't afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of two knights sharing a horse.
Which ones are they referring to?
Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusades.
Oh, the top left. No.
This guy, named Hughes de Payen, arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem. He offered to protect the Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subject to torture and confessed to heresy. Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master Jacques de Molay was burned alive. But the treasure of the Knights Templar was never found.
Jeez. So the treasure is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years. Anyway, we're supposed to be investigating a serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
Well, now we're
Maybe
investigating a
that's
medieval
what the
treasure
clown
trove.
and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping. Think about it, Josh. One
Is it
guy's
safe
already
here?
died for it,
I
as you said
don't
yourself.
feel confident.
Besides, that parchment is fragile.
Okay, I'm convinced. You keep hold of it.
What if she's a Templar? Alright, Songo, I didn't have a chance to answer your question. But, yeah, so this game is a point-and-click game. I don't know if you've ever played any point-and-click games, but this seems to be slightly easier than some other ones I've played. Which is good, because sometimes they can be really frustratingly difficult. But mostly the story is kind of just you're this guy who got caught up in a terrorist attack, sort of like a bomb went off in a cafe which killed a guy, and you're just sort of investigating, trying to find out what happened. That's all we know, really. It's just sort of the story is emerging as we go around. What we found out is that a clown, like a guy in a clown costume, set off the bomb and ran away. And we managed to track down the clown to his hotel. And in his hotel room, we found that parchment, that medieval parchment. So it's like he's after the treasure or something. That's all we've kind of worked out so far. This lady here is a journalist. She's investigating all of this. And we are just a guy, an American, who's in Paris at the wrong time, the wrong place.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Let's face it, we need help, George. Someone who knows about these things.
Who do you suggest? Indiana Jones?
I know a guy who specializes
That
in
belongs in a
medieval
museum.
studies. His name is Lobino.
Huh. Some stuffy old...
There are
fossil
some very
with
good
horny
Indiana
legs and
Jones
relics,
point
I
and clicks.
suppose.
Far from it. Andre isn't the stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
At the Kroon Museum. I'll give you the address.
Okay. We've got a lead. So where was the horse with the two Templars on? I don't see it. So up here we've got what? That's a cow, that's a bull. Okay, well anyway, we can ask her about each of these things.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
Does
She
it?
reminds me of
Can't
the
even see
wicked
it.
queen in Snow White.
She was the one who said mirror, mirror on the wall,
No,
wasn't she?
she said magic
She
mirror.
made me cry so
Not
much
mirror,
when I was
mirror.
a kid. Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
She didn't frighten me in the least.
Everyone
Like I
gets that
said, I
wrong.
was only a kid. I didn't like the crocodile in Peter Pan either.
Magic mirror on the wall. Okay.
A knight with a crystal ball. There's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's written in Latin. Per disciplinum mea lux.
For disciplining
By
my something?
my teachings, you will see the light.
You speak Latin? Where did you learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
My, you're touchy. Tell me that again.
Through my teachings, you will be enlightened.
I mean, that sentence could be very important. We'll just have to keep it in the back of my mind. Could be a clue.
There's a guy working on a loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Or a duvet cover? It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere famed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels?
It beats copper boxes.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
I don't think I'd like to be half a bull, even if it was the bottom half.
What's that object between them?
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod.
All right. Interesting.
Maybe I'll check out the Kroon Museum.
I'm sure you'll find it useful, George.
Oh, let's ask her about the matchbook as well. And don't leave yet. I don't think I've asked her about the matchbook. She might tell me where the club is. Hello, George.
Hi, George.
Hi, George.
I
matchbook.
found this matchbook in the killer's hotel room. It's from the Club Alamut.
Never heard of it. Is there anything written inside it?
No, what were you expecting?
If this was a movie, that's no use.
Oh, well.
Okay, that's... No,
Maybe
fine.
I'll check out...
I'm sure.
I probably did ask her before. Okay, then I guess we go to the Croon Museum. At some point we'll probably go to the Club Alamut then. But I don't think it's an option yet. So we can't go back to the hotel or the costume shop. Good, that means we don't need anything more from those places, I guess. Make sure we look at everything. This is the museum.
I considered smashing my fist through the pane, wrenching open the window, and vaulting triumphantly into the building.
Into a museum?
Then I thought, no, that's dumb. Besides, I might get hurt.
Let's go in through the front door. For once. It's the curator. But he's standing a bit close.
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Are you Lobino?
Oh, no. Fancy you mistaking me for him.
Him.
No. I am the deputy custodian.
But Lobino does work here.
Work? I wouldn't go so far as to call it that. He studies here most days, but as you can see for yourself, not today.
Okay.
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
Why am I asking
No,
him?
sir. Not as sausage.
I will ask him anyway.
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar. Though people,
Yeah,
it is
okay.
the uniform.
And they ask you to...
They asked me to party. No. They assume I am an authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar. Not like Monsieur Lobino.
Yeah, I get it.
Would you like to shake my hand?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. Is there any reason why I should?
I guess not.
Does he know the club element? Does
Have
anyone
you ever
know
heard
it?
of the Club Al...
Oh, no.
Thanks for...
What kind of club is it? Is it a whorehouse? What's over here?
Attention! Please do not open the window, monsieur.
Don't you think it's kind of stuffy in here?
Better stuffy than dead.
What's the problem? Fumes from car exhausts?
Not just that, monsieur. There's a new burger bar opened up across the street. The Laughing Buffalo.
So what's the problem?
They cook their burgers on a charcoal grill. And the fat falls on the open flames. The amount of organic compound and smoke particles released is astounding. Since they opened, local air pollution has doubled. And it stinks like a funeral pyre. That is why I keep...
Somehow that sounds like it's gonna be a puzzle. Okay, like get the smoke into the room to get him
I
out.
tried to sneak my hand inside while the guard wasn't looking.
Yeah. It looks like we have some things to do here.
Touching an object as rare and beautiful as...
What's this?
In the case was a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust. It was identical to the tripod pictured on the manuscript. A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Loch Marn at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory. Ireland!
What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, I was excited.
Interesting. So, okay, we might be going to Ireland at some point. What's this? Sarcophagus? Coffin? Tomb? What are you doing?
Leave it alone. That closet is over 3,000
We just
years old.
handled the door.
Closet? It's a sarcophagus.
Yeah, okay.
I was no desecrator of tombs.
Well, we just messed around with the sarcophagus. Okay, wait, so where's Lobano? Can we ask him?
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Okay, ask him about these things.
Can you give me any further information about the tripod?
Certainly, monsieur. It's infamous. That tripod, that belonged to John Dee.
What's the importance of John Dee's tripod?
Who's John Dee?
Dee was the most famous escapologist of the 16th century. The Houdini of his time.
Don't you mean alchemist? Escapologists use ropes, chains, and handcuffs, not tripods.
But whatever he was, that is the tripod he used in his experiments.
So he wasn't an alchemist? Why'd you mention Houdini then?
What kind of experiments did John Dee perform with his tripod?
Oh, the usual. Didn't you study chemistry at school?
Yeah, but we skipped over thaumatology. Can I take a closer look at the tripod?
What? Get it out of the case? Ah, no! That tripod is protected by a sophisticated surveillance system.
How sophisticated?
A painfully loud alarm bell.
How is the alarm bell triggered?
By the slightest pressure on or movement of any part of the case wherein that tripod is situated.
We're gonna have to Mission Impossible this.
It strikes me that to call your alarm system sophisticated is, well, stretching the truth a little.
It has never failed yet. The
Have
sophistication
people
is
tried?
in its simplicity.
Where is the alarm bell? Can we just disable it?
The sign on the tripod says it was found at a Templar preceptory.
It does.
Yeah, it doesn't mention John Dee at all.
Most remiss.
You don't know anything about the tripod, do you?
No, I don't. I never had much of a start in life, you see. I owe what little education I gained to my uncle. He was an optician, but he also doubled as the village school teacher. He taught me the alphabet. Wait, 19 letters of it. The bottom row of the chart was too small even for him to read, so he left them out.
Why don't you start over and enroll for adult education?
Oh, that's a good one.
No, I never thought of that. Do you think if I studied art and did all my homework, I could be a professor of history?
At your age? Dream on. What can you tell me about the collection of pottery?
Those are remains of pots used by the original inhabitants of Paris. The Paris pot people.
When did they move out?
15,000 years ago, monsieur. Vanished in the mists of time. Didn't even have time to pack up their pots.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the original inhabitants of Paris were a tribe known as the Parisi.
That is right, monsieur. Renowned for their pots. You see,
Right.
in those days, people didn't have much in the way of possessions. A few flints, some animal skins, maybe the odd bone or two. Naturally, when the Parisi came along
Is he
with
just
their
making stuff
pots,
up?
why, everybody wanted one.
I guess they must have caused a kind of consumer frenzy.
Yeah, oui, they connected the market, cleaned up.
You don't know the first thing about those pots, do you?
No, monsieur.
Okay. How do we ask him? Where is Lobino? Is he not here? How do we?
Thanks.
There's no other room we can go to? Hmm. Hmm.
The tripod was definitely the one in the manuscript. The Templar connection confirmed it. I was tempted to go to Ireland to check it out.
I can't hear your voice. Maybe I should... Speech should be max. Put music down a bit. Oh, you can change the left-right balance? What the heck? How many games let you do that? Not that I need it, but that's pretty cool. I can't think of a single game that lets you do that. That's insane.
There was no obvious... Through the grimy glass, I could see several large shapes. What they were, I couldn't.
I'm not sure that I've really done what I need to do here. Where is Lobono? I mean, I'd have thought that would be a conversation topic with the curator or whatever. No, not the curator, whatever he is.
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Do I have anything?
Do you recognize this? What do you make of
It is?
No.
Thanks. The case contained the tripod shown on the... It was a tapestry of a lady. If I'd had more time, The case contained 2 rows of silver coins. Each coin on the lower row showed a portrait of a guy with a huge nose. A metal rod attached to the wall was connected to the window.
Don't open it! Remember...
It was a statue from ancient... Those old civilizations sure could teach...
What's this totem pole?
It was an ancient Egyptian sarcophagus with a beautifully painted effigy of its owner on the lid. The totem pole looked distinctly out of place in the setting of the museum.
Yeah, it does.
Watch out! You'll have...
The totem pole looked distinct. It was a stone carving from ancient Egypt. I was no desecrator of tombs.
Well, where's Lobono then? I feel like we should be able to talk to this guy about Lobono.
The case contained the attendant had an air of
See if that opened up any conversation
Pardon me?
topics.
Oui, monsieur?
Ah,
What can you tell me about the collection of
No.
coins?
A rare example of silver
Oh
coinage
god, he's gonna make up
from
stuff.
the reign of that little old lay buried for centuries. Yeah, unique. No,
Who was Philippe Le...
you don't know?
Wasn't he the guy who wiped out the Knights Templar?
I have no idea, monsieur. All I know is he was king of France. I don't even know why he was called Philippe le Bel.
okay.
Thanks for your...
Well, I don't think... Should we go back and tell,
It was a statue.
I don't understand why we couldn't ask the guy where Lobino was. Wait, what's here? What's here? There's something here.
Access to the side and rear of the museum building was blocked by a dense clump of bushes. A real macho guy would have plunged straight into the spike.
What did I just do?
A real macho guy would have plunged.
I just used the handkerchief.
It was the soggy tissue I'd found. It was the soggy.
What did he just do with that? Oh, nothing. What do I want to do? Get through the bushes? I don't think anything we have will do that.
A real macho guy.
Okay, fine. Airport? What the? Alright, we'll go there in a sec. Let's see if... we get any input from... Wait, so I can just go to Ireland? Hey, George.
Hi, George.
See if that opened up anything with her.
I found the tripod.
Where?
In the museum. It belonged to the Templars. It was dug up in Ireland at a place called Loch Marn.
I have heard of Loch Marn. I read an article about the castle. Take a look for yourself.
A popular gossip magazine. You read that rubbish?
No, I write it.
Professor Nigel Pegram, excavating the medieval castle at Loch Marn. That's strange.
What?
He resigned his chair at Durham University in order to devote his time to the excavation. Not only that, but he canceled the filming of a fourth series of his popular television program.
Is that strange? Seems he really likes excavating.
This site at Loch Marn must be awful important to him.
He's a professor of history. They're all cuckoo.
All the same, I'd like to talk to this Professor Pegram. How do you feel about a trip to Ireland?
Disappointed.
Huh?
That I won't be going. I want to follow up the Bellotta case. If you really think Pegram's gem is important, why don't you visit Loch Marn?
On my own? I'm not so sure about
You
that.
came to Paris on
Where
your
is
own.
Ireland exactly? Let's take another
No,
look.
don't do it. Oh, okay, fine.
That's the tripod in the Crew Museum.
Cool. Alright, so...
What do you know about Professor Pegram?
I've seen a television program, Pegram's Past. He's written a book, The Crusader Families of Ireland.
I'll bet he'd be interested in the manuscript.
Yeah, sure.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
So we just go to Ireland then? Alright. We're not gonna use up our 90 days in France, are we? Have to go back to America. So we just go? Oh man, I can fly all over the world. What are all these pictures? Wait, are these all places I might be able to go? Interesting. Well, I don't think we go to that many places, but maybe. I don't know. Lockman then. Let's go. So we could just fly back and forth as we wish.
Several hours later, I arrived in Ireland, the Emerald Isle. I'd been lucky to get a bus from Dublin to the tiny village of Lochmarn. On the way out, the driver told me there was only one service a day.
I guess we're not going back today. So let's have a little save. What's on the menu?
The menu was limited. It read, "No food today." I didn't care. I'd lost my...
I mean, it's only a, what, like 2-hour flight? Ooh. 1 hour? No, probably 2 hours.
I tugged at the trapdoor.
I'm just gonna go into the sewers again? Well,
It was a trapdoor in the side.
for no real reason.
The drain was covered with an iron grating.
Gotta get in there. Gotta explore all the sewers of the world. Wait, don't I have a tool for opening sewers?
I took hold of the grating and...
Oh my god. Didn't think we'd be using this again.
I tried to use the keys to lever up.
Really?
The workman's key was the obvious tool to use to open this trapdoor. It was specifically designed for a job like this. Unfortunately, there weren't any holes in the trapdoor.
Okay then.
Hi there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
I'm George Stobart, and I'm with the good guys.
You're a head case, mister. A few sandwiches short of a picnic.
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run from me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks
Oh, this took
every
a dark
last
turn.
penny down his evil throat. And there's me poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chopped firewood for Father Mahoney till me fingers bled. The old skinflint
Oh my god, I don't want to
cheated me
hear this
too.
now.
But I took the pennies he gave me back home. Look, Ma, says I, see what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When suddenly, me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin, heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't
Yeah, I was
being
starting to
strictly
think maybe he
truthful.
was
Compared to him,
mocking us.
Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year. Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
He's not
Here
going to
in
be dressed as a
Lochmar?
clown anymore.
They all dress like
The man I'm looking...
Jesus. It's just like there's this clown, see, and he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then,
Spoilers!
while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
Oh, there's no
My
point watching it
God.
now.
That doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or not now.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the...
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
Can you tell me where I'd find Pegram?
No, I can't, 'cause he's not here now. But if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure?
Do you know anything about Peagram's Dig?
He wouldn't let me anywhere near it. I offered to help, but he chased me off. I didn't want to see his smelly old hole anyhow.
Okay.
Did anyone from the village work at the dig?
Pegram brought some students and bums with him. He reckoned no one in Lochmarn would know what to look for. The only local guy who worked for him was Sean Fitzgerald.
What does this Fitzgerald guy look like?
Big head, big ears, and face irons.
What?
That sounds like Sean, alright.
Spectacles. Glasses. He's blind as a bat without him.
What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No, only...
What?
Oh, nothing.
Holy what?
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No,
What is it you're covering up? Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Oh, there's a ghost. It's called the Phantom of Lochmarn.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worst. It was coming from inside the castle.
Did you find out what was making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows. I could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but my legs had lost their stuffing.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on my arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw in the castle.
Could be a ghost.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
Have you ever seen...
That belongs to the killer clown you're looking for.
That's right.
Can I have it?
Sorry, I'm keeping this as evidence.
You should have told the cops.
I did. They weren't interested. Have you ever seen this man before?
What a slimy character.
Take a look at this, Ever heard of Thomas Merlin or the Gruber Electronics Corporation?
No.
No. I don't think,
What do you think this
Lift and drain.
Dead right. How did you...
Work experience course at school. That gives me a choice of going down.
You're kidding.
down the chimney. They still make kids do that? I don't think... Oh, will he shake our hand?
Give me your hand.
Get lost.
Oh, come on. I just want to show you a little trick.
No way, mister. I don't do tricks. Father Mahoney told me I'd burn it.
I just want to shake your hand.
Oh, all right.
We finally got someone.
Gotcha. Neat, huh?
Didn't feel a thing.
Alright then.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
We actually electrocuted someone. Oh, is this the guy? Maguire or whatever? Look around. That guy's coughing. I don't want to go near him. Let's interrupt the violinist.
He wasn't listening. The guy with the fiddle seemed oblivious to
Fiddler.
everything except his playing. Meanwhile, everyone else in the bar seemed oblivious to him. Hello there. My name's George Stobart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I...
Do you know Sean Fitzgerald?
Yes, I do. What do you want with him?
I want to talk to him about working at the dig.
What makes you think he did?
The boy outside told me.
I can't imagine anyone employing Sean Fitzgerald on a dig. He wouldn't know a post hole from his elbow.
Okay.
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that. But he's gone from the village. A sore point with our esteemed host, I might add.
Why has Pegram's departure upset the landlord?
He's lost a paying guest, that's why. More than that, there's the question of an unsettled bill. Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
Can you tell me more about the landlord?
Mick Leary is what you call a would-be sophisticate. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true. Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
What?
Do you know where Pegram has gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmar. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
Gem?
What can you tell me about the gem which Pegram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
I mean, it's not even legal to take it, is it? It's property of Ireland.
Oh no.
Thank the Lord for that.
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine sight now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
Pegram thought otherwise, didn't he?
Ah, but it's not difficult to get them history boys excited, is it? Give them a bone to play with, and they're happy as puppies.
I'm playing with my bone. Alright,
Was it Pegram who dug up the tripod at the castle?
The same man, if he wasn't his twin brother. And can you
Hello,
guess
Logos
what he
Bridge.
did with the tripod?
He sent it
Sinister
to a
lighting.
museum
I need
in
to do
Paris.
something about that. It's a
I've
bit...
seen it.
I need to angle it better. I'm not sure. Maybe I have to find a desk lamp somewhere. No matter where I sit, it's going to be coming down on my head. Makes me think
Have
you
you
joined the
heard
side of the
of the
Templars.
Phantom?
More than that. I've seen it. And let me tell you, it's a dreadful spectacle.
So it's not just a local legend. There really is a Phantom of Lochmar.
Oh no. I was talking about the Phantom of the Opera.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Nope, I've never seen him before.
Alright, there's no point asking about any of this. Oh, shake my hand.
I'd like to shake you by the hand, Mr. O'Brien.
I'd rather not. You see, I happen to notice that...
Well, they know about that in Ireland as well, do they?
Goodbye for now.
Alright then.
I was about to reach for the pump when I came to my senses.
Pump?
A rash move like that in a strange country with strange customs could be my last.
What is this finger? What's...
The man's arm lay across the towel, preventing me from moving it.
Towel? I can barely see.
It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
Why would I want to take that?
The man's arm
Oh,
lay across
he
the
moved his
towel,
arm.
preventing...
Hang on. Wait till he moves his arm again. No, go, 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 go!
As the man raised his arm to drink, I snatched
Why
the
am I
towel
taking
away.
this towel? What the Where is it?
It was a rectangle of toweling printed with the words, Nagopolian stout builds body.
Yay! I have a beer-stained towel. Okay then.
It was an electric pump operated by pushing a small lever. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you too.
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say,
Oh,
isn't it?
my
Do
character
you
said
want
that.
something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
Sure, why not?
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a vacancy?
I could, if you don't mind waiting until the last guest checks out.
No problem. When will that be?
Are we talking
When
days?
the Undertaker comes to collect him.
Okay. How do I ask him more about that?
I'm looking for a man named Fitzgerald.
Fitzy? What's he done?
I believe he may have worked at Peagram's Dig.
Sean Fitzgerald. Work. You got the wrong guy.
Do you know a man called Peagram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
No, I don't think they like him here.
Oh no, I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked
He didn't
away.
pay his bill, did he?
Did Peagram stay here?
That's right. In the best room in the house.
That's the one with the bed.
Can I see Peagram's room?
It's been taken by one of the brothers from the reformatory. They come every year for spiritual refreshment.
That's a good one. Their idea of refreshment is a gutful of stout.
I wouldn't want to disturb a man of God, especially not a big fella from the bad boys' home.
I don't blame you, Mick. That brother's got muscles like a muscle man.
Like a muscle man, you say?
Have you served any, clowns recently?
He's not going to be wearing the clown
No.
costume here.
You're the first today.
Seriously, I'm looking for a man dressed in a clown costume.
Would he be having a little white dog with a black patch over the eye?
I shouldn't think so.
What?
What can you tell me about the castle?
You're the second person to ask me that today. I don't know anything about the castle. It's only an old ruin anyway.
Who else was asking about the castle?
He said he was a reporter. He was asking about the little people.
I could have told him a tale or two about the little people. He might have paid me to hear what he wanted me to say.
Anyway, I chucked him out on his arse.
What?
Good for you, Mick. That's the way to deal with journalists.
Who's this journalist?
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Find out in the
Beer
morning.
that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated. And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and worn with bits in, and it fits you all over.
I'll just drink it then.
May I borrow this towel?
Sure you can, on one condition.
What's that?
You keep it away from old Ron.
Who's Ron?
That's him in the corner, with the hygiene problem.
Hey, bartender?
Landlord, if you don't mind.
I mean, he's a bartender
Sorry.
too.
Shake my hand, why don't you?
Now, why should I do that?
Oh, well.
What have you got up your sleeve?
Nothing. Come on, just shake my hand.
Not just now, mister. I have to be careful on account of the health restrictions.
Aw, jeez.
Fair enough. Guess he hasn't seen this
Do you
guy.
recognize this man?
No.
Okay, so
I
he
don't.
wasn't the journalist.
What do you want with him?
I've got a score to...
I don't want any... If it's a fight you're looking for, see Father Mo.
A priest? A man of the cloth?
Sure. And he teaches the boys how to box at the youth club. According to Mahoney, it develops character. Isn't that right, Pat? Didn't he teach you the art of pugilism?
Dial. Sorry, Michael. I was miles away. What did you say?
Ah, never mind.
The fiddler is pretty good. Alright, okay, that's enough.
Thanks.
Gotta talk to everyone. Shall I just do a quick save, just in case I just die for some reason? Say the wrong thing. Get stabbed.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
What?
I need to speak with you urgently.
What's the problem?
Where do we start? The dig.
Did you work at Professor Pegram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
McGuire says you did.
You don't believe that damned hooligan, do you?
Why not?
His probation officer could tell you a tale or two.
Have you heard about the gem which Pegram found?
I heard a rumor, but you can't believe everything you hear or see, can you?
What can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there, just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
Have you...
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall, broke his head and died. We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
Where can I find Professor Pegram?
I heard he's gone fishing. I don't know where.
Fishing?
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves. More than a pint and I'll pass out.
Do I want him to pass out?
Ever seen this towel before?
Doesn't it belong on the bar?
Very observant, Fitzgerald.
I don't know why I've taken that.
Shake my hand.
It's a trick, isn't it?
Damn it, you're right. I can't seem to fool anyone.
I fooled one guy.
Do you recognize... look closely.
No, I...
Alright, well,
See you later.
alright, the sneezy guy. Do we really want to talk to him? Stand
Hi
back!
there, old-timer.
God.
What? Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said, it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Pious prig. Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. 'Tis the hay fever.
Pollinosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
Do you know Pegram, the archaeologist?
That's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it?
Yeah?
No, I don't know him.
Were you aware that Pegram was conducting an
A lot
archaeological
of
dig?
talking needs to be done.
I don't meddle in other people's...
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
I told you.
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me...
That's what the kid outside...
Then you're a...
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very own eyes.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast, long beak, straggly, flappy wings.
What?
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or something?
Skunk? In Lochmarn? That'll be the day.
Sounds like it was just a bird.
No, that was a ghost, to be sure.
What?
I think I know what you saw on the cat.
I know what
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh!
Right, we just solved the mystery.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that cat.
You can't.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
Can I buy you a beer?
Very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff.
What's wrong with it?
I've seen what it can do.
Could use a tissue.
You could make use of this tissue.
Never use them. Those things are unhygienic.
Use this beer mat.
Could you use this towel?
I could.
Hey, would you like to shake my...
No. Alright.
I'll see
I
you
think
later.
I've done enough talking. What is that shaking thing there?
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Excuse me?
No customers.
It was an electric glass washer. It looked even older than the barman.
Okay.
The end of the bar was hinged, like the draw.
So... Seems like we could somehow get behind the bar, maybe. We got a phone. We never met Lobino. Still don't know what... I can't remember. What was Saladin about? That was about the horse or something. Call Nicole?
Allô? Couleur. J'écoute.
Nico?
Who is this?
It's me, George.
Oh, hello, George. Where are you?
I'm in Ireland.
What's it like there?
Kinda sleepy. Comatose, even.
Did you get to talk to Pigram?
I haven't found him yet. I figured I'd call you first. Are you okay?
Oh, sure I am. Don't worry about me, George. Any signs of our friend the clown?
You're kidding. You probably never even heard of Lochmarn.
Why would he still be wearing the clown costume? What? Okay. Can we go somewhere else? In Ireland? Anything more to say to this guy? Oh, what's this thing?
Hey, McGuire.
What do you want to know?
Are you sure Fitzgerald...
Oh, yes.
Well, he denied...
I saw them together only last night.
I wish you'd told me that sooner. What were they doing?
Pegram gave Fitzy a box. He didn't look too happy about it.
I knew it. But how am I
No,
going
I
to
didn't.
persuade him to
I
part
didn't
with
know
it?
it.
Break his fingers.
Nah, I couldn't do that.
I could.
Thanks for the offer, kid.
Yeah,
but
do
I'll
that.
try a more subtle approach.
Chinese burns?
Break his toes?
Do you know where I could find Fitzgerald?
He's inside, but you won't get no sense out of him.
How come? Is he drunk?
He's like a frightened rabbit. A real bag of nerves. Why, the fella's scared of his own shadow.
What's Fitzgerald scared of?
Everything and everyone.
So I shouldn't have any...
He's a pushover. Try the soft touch. Butter him up a bit.
What exactly do you mean by that?
I heard that Pegram had found a
Give him beer?
legendary gem.
That's right. It's been the talk of Lochmarn all week.
You haven't seen the gem, have you?
Hell no. I reckon Pegram made off with it. If I was him, I'd go to Amsterdam, chop it up and sell it. He could be living the life of Riley instead of digging holes.
What do you make of this, kid?
Hey, that's one of...
That old windbag doesn't...
You're pretty cool.
Yeah, sure.
See you later, kid.
Oh.
Should we confront Fitzgerald about that? Oh, that thing. Oh. Do we... Alright. Butter him up a bit. I'm gonna have to finish soon.
Hello.
McGuire says he saw you working at the dig. What's more, he saw you talking with Pegram.
He's a little liar. He'll say anything to get attention.
Well, it's his word against yours, I guess. Shake my hand.
It's a trick, isn't it?
Damn. What does this...
Nothing.
I don't know what to
See you later.
do about him. Just leave him for now. Let's check outside.
I tugged at the plastic cover, but... It was a featureless plastic box, firmly attached to the wall.
What? Can we use this thing?
I tapped the plastic with the lifting key, but it was too strong to shatter.
Well, don't tap it. What? Use electric buzzer? No. No. Okay then. What else? Where else can we go? Into the woods? That is a lot of hay. Could all come toppling down. There's a flat tire?
On the back of the cart was a crazily stacked tower of hay bales, leaning precariously against...
Topple them? Climb them?
Get away, you silly! Can't you see the load?
Then what are you doing sitting there then?
Hi, it's me again.
So I see. What now?
Again? I never met this guy before.
Have you seen Professor Pegram?
No, he's packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
Are we gonna go to England?
Do you think Pegram's disappearance is due to the curse?
Look at the facts. He dug up the gem. He disappeared. Bingo. It doesn't take a degree in mathematics to work that one out, does it? You don't have to be a smarty Pythagoras with a calculator.
I guess not.
Pegram has run off with the gem.
What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten. Ah, but if these old stones could only... Stories to make your toes curl. You know, this castle is said to be over 600
Did you take that personally?
years old.
No, I just found it a really colourful way of phrasing.
Who built the castle?
Mad Phelan, the first lord of Lochmarn. Well, I say lord, but actually he was little more than a village chieftain. He built his castle from the remains of the Templar preceptory.
Where was the site of the Templar preceptory?
Right here on Temple Hill. Phelan built right on top of
This
the
guy
old
seems to know
wall.
lots of stuff.
It's said that deep beneath these walls, there's a Templar
Should you
chapel.
smarty mathematician with your fancy calculator? Can't remember the last time I've ever used a calculator. It's like as soon as you get to university, then you just stop using calculators because there's no real use of them. It's
Did
all
Pegram
algebra
discover the
from then
chapel?
on.
I don't know. His
Letters
workers
and
were sworn to secrecy.
Symbols.
Do you mind if I climb up your haystack to get into the castle?
What? You'd break your stupid neck for sure.
Well, that's not what I asked. Did I ask if you mind?
And see your brains dashed out? I'd be very careful, and I promise not to sue. You won't get the chance.
Sue him
That's
for
why I'm
what?
here to stop you. Good book?
A book? It's a passport to a world of fantasy and imagination.
Yeah, what's the title?
Creative Shelving for Beginners, the 1978 edition.
1978 edition.
What's so cool about home improvement?
There's nothing like it. The resinous autumnal aroma of seasoned wood, the rhythmic rasp of the plate. Ah, no wonder our Lord came to earth as the son of a humble carpenter. I bet he was a wizard with a chisel and a length or two before.
Surely the portrayal of Christ's adoptive family as humble artisans is a symbolic metaphor.
I don't know about that, but I know they were carpenters. Haven't you read the book?
Well, no. But I have seen The Greatest Story Ever Told, and I don't recall Jesus putting up any shelves.
The greatest story ever told. Use algebra mainly too, right? And also didn't use a calculator? Yeah, I guess so. There were no calculators. He might have used a... Did they have abacus in? I don't know. Some sort of counting device, maybe. I imagine around the world they had different variations of abacuses. Abacuses? Abacuses, is that the plural? Well, the abacus, I guess, was of Chinese origin. Well, this guy seems quite wise. Can he give us anything else? Oh, none of this stuff we have is useful.
Would you like to shake my hand?
What is this? I don't...
Have you any use...
Whatever gave you that,
Alright, well...
I have to go.
Okay. So this is the castle.
The gates were made of solid, age-blackened wood.
Who do we know who knows about wood? Well, it was worth a try.
Pushing with all my strength got me nowhere. They didn't budge. I really need to start working out.
Use the tool.
On the back of the cart was a crazy...
What do I want to do? Would I really want to knock these down? That would probably kill him. Oh.
Don't climb on the cart, pea-brain!
Interesting that the writers are dropping in ideas of Pythagoras and the symbolic meaning of the Jesus allegory. It's such a funny way with this Irish simpleton. Yeah, I mean, this guy seems pretty smart, actually.
Hi, it's me again.
So I see. What now?
There's nothing I want to ask him about.
Oh, nothing.
Okay, we've got a couple of sort of puzzles around here. One is, okay, how to get into the castle. The other is, well, he seems to be interested in... Okay, we've got these grates here. Maybe that might lead into the castle, but we don't know how to open them. And that thing doesn't work. That's not usable.
I tried to use the keys to leave.
Okay.
I took hold of the grating and pulled...
Well, we got this plastic box. Don't have anything for that. Is there anything left to say to this kid?
Hey, McGuire.
What do you want to know?
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
There's probably more things I can say to the people inside. Okay, and there's also behind the bar. If we can somehow distract the bartender, maybe we can get behind the bar. I don't see how we would do that. I mean, okay, there's a phone, but... There's a glass.
It was an electric glass washer. It looked even older than the barman.
Could it be like we somehow break the glass machine by putting something in a glass and having him wash it? Like, wait, what happened to my beer? I didn't get my beer. That's my beer. There we go.
The glass contained a dark liquid like molasses with a creamy white froth on the
Ooh,
top.
maybe I'm onto something here. Something about the glass. Can we... make it dirty or something? Is it empty now?
The glass was empty. Somehow, I'd managed to drink the thick, sweet brew. I felt strangely compelled to order another, even though my every instinct warned me against it.
Now what? Will he wash the glass?
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
May I have another beer, please?
Certainly, sir. Same again?
Yeah, please. How is this stuff made?
That's the secret of the master brewer, sir. Each barrel is lovingly manhandled in time-honored fashion. Suspended on
Lovingly
skillfully tied
manhandled,
ropes
eh?
of the finest hemp. Lowered into the cellar, utilizing the forces of original gravity, like manna from heaven.
Don't think that's how you spell manna. Oh, well he's putting it back in the glass. Maybe we have to make the glass dirty when it's empty.
Thanks. It was a rectangle of toweling printed with the words, It was an electric pump operated by pushing a small lever. I was about to reach for the pump when I came to my senses. A rash move like that in a strange country.
Alright, let's try drinking it again. Can we, like, make it dirty now? The only thing I've got is, well, this... That doesn't do anything. Well, these aren't dirty anyway. The tissue is dirty, but...
It was the soggy tissue.
Why I still have that. Interesting. Who else can I call? This guy, B. Todrick. Who's that?
No point in phoning that guy again.
Alright, well that's... We can call Nicole, but...
Somehow, I felt strangely
I think it might be something like that. We have to somehow make the glass dirty. The barman sees that it's dirty, he goes to wash it, and then what? Either we play with his toy over here, or we sneak into the back when he's busy with the machine. If we were to put soap or something in the...
Get out.
So many possibilities. I think I'll have to leave this till next time then. Can we actually fly back? I mean, I hope not. That means we can resolve all these puzzles with what we have here. But if we have the option to fly back to Paris, then that makes things more complicated, because there could be stuff I haven't done yet. Let's see. No, we can't go back to Paris. Good. So everything we have is here, I guess. Everything we need. Okay, I think that's a good place to leave it then. Just call it beer. It's only an hour and a half. I need to get to sleep. Okay then. Alright, well, I mean, I still made progress. I didn't really get stuck in that time. I'm guessing we might end up going to England next to find Peabody. Maybe. I don't know. Ah, so all those locations on the map, the world map, probably are locations we'll be going to then. So there's like Russia and something in the south, like somewhere in the Middle East, like don't know, like Israel or something. I'll have to have another look at that map. All right. Probably carry on with this the day after tomorrow, around about then, or the day after that. Not sure. All right. Thanks for stopping by Logos Bridge and Tsongo. See you next time.